Hey guys, thanks for watching. Well, I tell you what, I've had an interesting 8 or 10 days. Been a little bit since I posted a video because I tore my hand all to pieces and got some stitches and had to give it time to heal before I get back to digging. But I did manage to dig a little bit before I hurt my hand, and in the last few days I've been able to get out and find a few interesting things. Another thing that happened this week was I got to go on Relics Radio podcast. Now, if you haven't heard about that, it's something that you should be tuning into and listening. Digging with Seven and Tennessee Jeff. If you watch Digging with Seven's channel, you'll know who I'm talking about. If you've not seen his channel, you need to check it out. But Seven has started a little podcast for detectorists, and we talk all things detecting. So I spent about a little over an hour talking with him, and we told some great stories and had a great time. I'm going to post a link to that podcast in the description on this video. Be sure to go check it out and tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, now let's go see what I dug. Well, I'm doing something today that I haven't been able to do in a long time, and I'm looking for pottery and arrowheads. And I've never hunted this field before, and I don't know there's anything here, but I suspect there is. So if I find anything, I'll show you. All right, that's what we're looking for. Looks like a piece of pottery to me. Nice piece. Always love seeing the different designs that come out. We'll keep going. Alright, well, it has been pretty quiet out here in this field. Been getting some pottery. Oops, there went a piece. It's a little bit thicker than I'm used to seeing, so that was cool. I'll have to find the piece that I just dropped, but there is another piece right here, and I'm hoping maybe it has a design on it. Nope. Looks like it got shattered the wrong way. Alright, keep going. Little spike bug standing in the road. Getting his exercise today. I don't think he knows where to exit. Oh, he went somewhere. There he goes. Now listen, bud, there's about 100 places to get off here. Need to pick one. Pretty animals. Alright, so there's my little weedy. This is a 1950s house, so not anticipating too old. And there you go. Looks like 1953 D. Nice shape though. Alright, let's start. Hey, check it out. I just detected a leaf. What the heck is this thing? Look at that. No holes in it. Oh, these fingers are driving me nuts. No holes in it. Well, I see one right there, I think. I don't know, maybe a wind chimey thing or something. Pretty cool. You know, I kind of had the feeling after that first one that I'd find another. And there's another. You know what? I think I know who can use this. Mr. Calvin will definitely be able to put those to use somewhere on an old birdhouse. See if there's any more in the ground. Well, I got that tag sort of a deal. I don't know if that came off of a lawnmower or what, but it looks kind of old. I'll see if I can clean it up a little better. It is super thin though, paper thin. Alright, I just run up on a makeup compact, I believe. But as I was looking at it, it looks like it's got something written on it. I wonder if it says Luxor. I've heard that name brand before. I don't know. We'll clean it up a little bit. I'll let you take a peek at it. Good find though. I like those. Well, I did some research on our little Luxor compact here and found a good story there. In 1838, a man by the name of Philip Armour was born, and he ended up going to California with his brothers during the late 1840s for a gold rush, but he didn't go to dig gold. He started a meat selling business to the miners and made a fortune doing it. It wasn't very long before he was one of the wealthiest men in America. So in Chicago, just to show you how much of a booming industry this meat packing was, in Chicago towards the end of the Civil War, there was about 1 million animals slaughtered. By 1900, that number was 12 million. With all those slaughtered animals, there was a ton of byproduct. What do you do with all the scraps? Well, there was a lot of different uses for the scraps, but Mr. Armour began to look at making cosmetics with it, soaps and other things. By 1912, his company had passed on to his son. He had died in 1901, and his son, J. Ogden Armour, began to make a little rouge known as Rouge Parfait. And it was said to match the color of blood as seen through the skin. And they put it into these little brass compacts. Now, I love how history is intertwined. When it came to designing these little compacts, they turned to a manufacturing company who knew how to handle brass. And you button guys will recognize the name of this company because it was the Scoville Manufacturing Company in Waterbury, Connecticut. Same people that made a lot of the buttons that you guys are digging. So they made this exact compact in 1923, and it probably contained the Rouge Parfait. I cleaned it up, and there's a little mirror inside of it still. So pretty cool find, and connected with some other good history there with the Scoville Company. I'm going to hang on to this one. I like the story behind it. Take a look at this field. I have wandered all over this thing, and here's about the extent of what I've got. Well, I just got a nasty sounding 80 signal, and it was down there kind of deep, but I want you to see what I'm seeing. I believe I got myself a silver, and we get to pop it together. Anybody want to take a guess now before I pop it? I'm gonna say a Merc. But it could be older. Could be a seeded. I don't know. We're seeded, reeded. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Alright, let's pop it. I have to check that out. What do we got? I called it. We got us a Merc. Let's see what date we got. Oh, this one-handed stuff is for the birds. Look at that impression. Can we get the date off of it? Alright, we'll look at it together. Ooh, that is my oldest Merc to date. 1917. Almost the first year. Let's see if we have a mint mark. I don't see one. To be honest with you, I can't ever remember where those are at. But I don't see one. Heck yeah, we'll take that all day long. That thing is in great shape. And hey guys, it's a silver I didn't rub. Very cool. Good way to end a hunt. Alright guys, so we have got a cool relic here. You saw this in one of the earlier videos. Red pulled this out of the woods. And you car guys will know what that is, but that is a radiator shroud to what, Jackson?
Dad, what is it again?
A Model T.
A Model T.
Ford.
Ford.
And we are going to clean all that rust up and paint it. We're going to use this, aren't we? Yeah. So we'll show you what it looks like when we're done.
It's not working.
Yep, it is. Doing a good job. Just keep it moving. Good job. Coming along. Alright guys, there it is. Got the relic shelf done. Thought about painting that white, the Ford part, but I saw on some of the original trucks that it was just painted over black. So I'm gonna leave it that way. But it was in rough shape, so it's neat to be able to repurpose it. I like it.